Hi, this is Rich with WorkshopAddict.com. Today we're going to take a look at Dewalt's inspection camera. This particular one is a DCT412, which would have their 5.8 millimeter camera on the end. That's about 1/4 inch. But they also offer this in a model with a 9 millimeter and also one with 17 millimeters. Now, if you have the basic camera, you can purchase the additional camera lenses. These are 3 feet long, and they just screw onto the front, so you can actually swap those things out. So it's a pretty easy swap. Now, Dewalt tells me that the resolution on all 3 of them are the same, but from what I've read online, you might get better results with some of the larger cameras if it'll fit into where you need it. And the reason is they have better lighting on the end and possibly more diffused. Now, I haven't tested that personally, but that's just kind of the general consensus online. This particular one is extremely small, so you really only need about a 1/4 inch hole to get it into, and you can really snake it into some tight spots. Now, this is their 12 volt max line, so it uses a 12 volt max battery, and comes with a charger, which I have wall mounted up here with the rest of my chargers. The cable lengths are, as I mentioned, 3 feet. The other 2 units, I'm assuming it's because you've got a larger lens to mount to, come with a hook and a magnet. So if you were trying to retrieve something down a drain, you can put that magnet on there or the hook and go down and see where it's at on the camera and actually hook the thing and pull it out. But this is really slim, and there probably just isn't any place to attach that hook. It has a 320 by 480 resolution screen. It will take pictures and also record videos, both in a standard format, JPEGs on the pictures and AVI files for the video. Now, if you want to record these, you need to do it to a micro SD card. They have a slot on the side. The card is not included, so you'll need to purchase your own card, and that will allow you to record this, and you could send it to somebody via email or watch it on an office computer. So if you need to document something and take it back, that really works well. Now, the cable is waterproofed. As I mentioned, you can take it down a drain. You wouldn't want to use it on toxic chemicals, but I did test it trying to run it through a trap, which can be quite a challenge on some, because this only bends so far, but it actually did go through, and I was able to see all the way through the drain. It has Dewalt's standard 3-year warranty. It's got a 90-day return policy with it if you're not happy with it. 3 times digital zoom, which works well if you're in an area, and it's not an optical zoom, it's digital, so at that moment it will allow you to zoom up and see what you're doing. Now, what makes this unique to a lot of the other cameras, and I like it a lot, is the head comes off and it's wireless, so it actually talks to the main body wireless, so we can turn this thing on. And you also have to, there's a switch down here on the pistol grip that controls the amount of light, and you turn it on up here as well. And you can set that wherever you want. And that is very important because, to be honest, these things, you really just got to get that camera just right. It will focus up to, I think, about an inch. If I get any closer than an inch to something, it loses focus. So you need to be in real decent control of this. And if you're working on something, you're down underneath, you got it stuffed in a wall, this is not always going to be in the ideal position. So it's nice to be able to take that head off and sit it somewhere where it's not moving. It would have been nice if Dewalt had put like a rare earth magnet or something on the back of this. If you were doing duct work, you could just stick it on a piece of metal and hold it, but it's not a really big deal. So this works out great in working inside the walls. If you need to run it up inside something, you can do that. but it also works great on working on many other things, including vehicles. If you can't get your head down somewhere to see something, as an example, I've got some stuff on this vehicle right here. It's pretty tight and hard to get at, and instead of disassembling it to see what I need, I can stick this camera in there, and it does a really nice job at getting underneath or behind something. It will actually go down inside of a spark plug hole, but I have found it really doesn't work as well as some of the ones you would buy that are specific to doing cylinder scoping in the automotive industry. But for an all-around guy on a budget, it will definitely take you places you couldn't go without. So the unit charges, the head actually charges off the battery. So you charge the battery, put the head on, it will charge that. So that will allow it to work wirelessly. One of the things that I find that is really nice, when you're probing around, the amount of light that comes off that tip on the end is very critical, because you may need a lot of light to illuminate the dark area, or there may be a reflective surface, and because of that you may need to decrease the light. So Dewalt has added a little wheel right here on the bottom of this pistol grip, and it's quite easy to ramp the thing up and down. So this is a fantastic product from Dewalt. I've used it on a couple customer jobs already where I needed to get inside a wall, figure out where we was going to run some cable, and it worked out fantastic. It is a nice thing to have around the shop. So this is Rich at workshopattic.com. Have a great day. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention. I got a really good deal on this Tools in Action decal. I'm sure you probably can too if you run over and check out their website. But Dan and Eric ordered way too many of these decals. As it turns out, Dan really doesn't know how to use tools, so his really aren't in action. You'll just find them piled up on the bench. So the only guy that's tools are really in action is Eric's. So go check out toolsinaction.com. I'll put a link here to their YouTube channel, and try to pawn one of their decals from them. Actually, Dan and Eric's good friends of ours, and if you haven't been there, you should go check out their channel. It's part of my Friday night entertainment. I always go and see what they've posted. They do quite a few reviews, and they're extremely funny and better than anything you'll find on TV. So once again, Tools in Action. Here's the link to their website, also their YouTube channel. Check them out.